Hello, this is Blair Burke, and this is my flow chart of my school district's USD 475 organizational structure. After collaborating with my instructional coaches within my school as well as my mentor and building admin, we collaboratively decided that our school district and our school in general runs more on a functional organizational structure. And after researching the different types, we thought it paired best with the functional structure because a functional structure is divided, the organization is divided into departments based on their functions, and that just fit the mold for our school district entirely. So I'll start with our Board of Education, and before I get into the Board of Education, I wanted to start out with our district's motto, which is preparing today's students for tomorrow's world. So our Board of Education is made up of 7 members, and those members are on the board. They serve without pay. 2 of those members are in the military, and we are directly linked with Fort Riley. Over 60% of our student population is in high connections with Fort Riley, and then the other members are made up of community stakeholders. But the Board of Education basically just sets policies for operating schools and employing staff to carry out the policies that are set in place. Under our Board of Education, we have our superintendent. Our superintendent is Dr. Reginald Eggleston. He has served over 25 years in the public school system, and he currently oversees 18 schools and over 7,000 students. But he also provides leadership for the district and works directly with the Devon Center to provide first-class programs, education, and processes to all of Geary County's schools and staff. But our Devon Center consists of all of these little 6 blue boxes that I have listed. Our Devon Center is made up of student support services, human resources, the IT department, teaching and learning, communications, and our special education. Our communications, the people that work within this department send out information to all of the community regarding important information and just newsletters and updates about the school. Our teaching and learning department within the Devon Center is responsible for overall planning, implementation, and evaluation of the district's instructional programs. Our special education department is basically to provide students with special needs that significantly impacts their learning, services for their students and figuring out what services best fit their mold. Our human resources basically falls into our personnel department, which basically just offers professional development opportunities as well as innovative technology, mentoring, collaboration, and payroll and benefits for all Geary County staff. And then our IT department works directly with the technology throughout the district. All of our students are one-to-one with technology, so they all get their own Chromebook, and just any technology issues or implementation of new innovative technologies within the school system as well. Our student support services include going over and evaluating if students qualify for a 504 plan, a Title IX plan, IEPs, things like that. So underneath the Devon Center, getting directly into my actual school, JCMS, we have our building administration. So I have one principal that oversees all of Junction City Middle School, but then we each have an assistant principal for each grade level. So there's an assistant principal for 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. So the 6th grade assistant principal oversees all of the students within 6th grade, and then same for 7th and 8th grade, and then Mrs. Entrick, the head principal of JCMS, oversees all of the students as well as elective students as well. And then I broke down our building admin into student support and coaches as well, because they play a huge role in our building, and I didn't want to put them directly underneath the building admin because everyone works collaboratively to make sure that, our school system is successful. And when I say student support, I'm talking about our MTSS coach and school counselors and people that just ensure success for our students. So our MTSS coach, she directly progress monitors students that may be showing signs of behavioral needs and sets up a plan for them. And then our school counselors work with our students with schedule changes and just being there for the students in whatever ways that they need. Typically we have 3 counselors. Currently we only have 2. So we have one counselor that oversees 6th and 7th grade and the other counselor that oversees 8th grade. Over here where I say coaches, I'm not necessarily talking about PE coaches and things of that sort. I'm talking about instructional coaches that work directly with the teachers to basically ensure that, lesson plans are being well thought out and developed, and working with the teachers and supporting them if they need anything within their classrooms. And then I also broke down coaches into the level of other academic support and just school support, specifically with our school resource officer and our SPED department as well. And then under student support over here, I put our paraeducators directly under student support. This could have went over SPED as well, but I felt like it better fit under just overall general student support because our paraeducators work directly with the students with one-on-one instruction based on what their IEP is in the classroom and what level of support they need in the classroom. But under our building admin, I separated teachers from student support and coaches. The teachers just follow through and teach students, and there's a whole lot more that goes into it than just educating the students. You have to love on them and care for them and support them. So teachers fall into this realm, but then I also connected teachers with parents and the community as well because I wanted to tie in the importance of parent involvement and community involvement in having an overall successful community and school system. And then directly underneath teachers, we have our students, and our goal for them is to be successful in all aspects of their lives. So this is the overall functional structure of USD 475.